Peace and love in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. One God, his brother Octavius again. So today message, or what I want to speak about today, um, is as you've seen the title, is called A Flag's Purpose. Now, this particular segment is to all my bangers and claimers, those that are still out and about, doing things how they were shown or taught, or just the way that things are, unfortunately. Again, for those of you who don't know, I've come from that same background, so I understand the struggle. I also understand why we as a people need to leave this foolishness behind us and be one people as we're supposed to be. So, this is a thing that I wrote. Again, it's called A Flag's Purpose, and it's just to give insight on the things that be on my mind. I hope that it be of help to you as well. What is a flag? Is the first thing. You see every just about nation of people, organization, or country has a flag. Um, so what is a flag? Most individuals, regardless on whatever organization, um, or nation, country, or whatever they belong to, hold their flag sacred, and in turn will die for their flag. But most will not die for the symbolism of their flag, meaning for what it actually stands for. Like a lot of people will hold, okay, yeah, um, this is my flag. This is, want me to pledge allegiance to this, that, and the third, but have no idea what that flag actually represents. What is the true meaning behind what you're pledging allegiance to? And if you are willing to die for that flag. I once took an oath, and within it, it is written that my flag is stained with the blood of my dead homies. Yet, if I'm not standing for the same original cause that the four brothers and sisters stood for, then my oath and their death was done in vain. I say this because without fighting for the same exact cause for my people as they did, I'm making a mockery out of their lives. You see, we all wear, quote unquote flags, but don't even know what the flags of our ancestors was over in Alkebulan or Africa, nor which tribes or nations that we come from as a whole, I'm saying. Now, some of us do know, others have no idea. And the most sad part about it is that they don't even want to know. Yet, we can memorize Babylonian dates of misinformation and education dealing with his story, not your story, because a lot of people here in America, the so called African American, is, mostly taught that your history began in chains dealing with slavery. And you go no further. And that's a big problem. So to me, my heart is like a flag, because it separates my nation from Babylon and the beast. My nation is a nation of one love. I also identify with the Cushian or the Ethiopian flag. As you can see, it's behind me. Symbolizing the wealth of Alkebulan or Africa, the land of our people, and the blood of our ancestors spilled in our fight to keep what's rightfully ours. Our identities, our families, our land, our freedom, our minds. Not for a corner or a street that Babylon owns. And after you're dead and gone or incarcerated, this same corner or street will be flooded with the next fools that think they run it, wearing bandanas and handkerchiefs, calling them flags. A flag doesn't give a man or woman values, morals, or principles, but it should only be a reminder to you of the very reason that your people came together. And then, once you're reminded, you can press towards that mark. Now, the Ethiopian flag, the colors represent many other things besides what I just gave you, as far as the land, the wealth, and the blood of the people. It also represents the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Father being the all-consuming fire, the red. The Son being that golden, the yellow, because he is victorious. And the Holy Spirit being green because it's supposed to be spread all around the earth. It also represents the three stages of life, the three paths of life that we walk. Now, we all walk in the red. That's that path of destruction. I've been there. You've been there. Some of us are still there. That yellow, that's the golden road. That's when you're unsure. You want to do right. However, because of a lot of accolades that you get, oh, he's that dude or she's that girl or what have you, you constantly try to revert back to the old you, so to speak. So it's like you're straddling a fence. And if you're a guy, to straddle a fence is not a good feeling. You will hurt yourself every time. So at this stage, you're lukewarm. And the Creator doesn't want a lukewarm person. And that green is when we're walking in an upright manner. Everything that we do is prosperous. So there's just some things that I want you to think about. So just remember that we are one people. I'm in the process, almighty willing, of putting together a great organization. Even if it's just a few people that are pressing towards that mark. And it's called Abbas. And that's African blood brothers and sisters. We must stand united. We must come together. We must stop our own violence against one another. We must stop the genocide against one another. We can't expect others to respect us if it appears that we cannot respect ourselves. I write for the stimulation of the mind in hopes to awaken the consciousness of my brothers and sisters. So wake up. Again, I say, please wake up. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, be blessed.